Jenny, hello, hello. We have a new person here. Amanda just joined our community. If you want to tell her hello. Jenny
Hi,
and Amanda.
Hi.
nice to meet you.
You too. I love your cabinets.
Yeah, you can see. Okay, this is perfect because I didn't plan this at all. But so yeah, my chart that's in my office, in my in our apartment that I work in sometimes, and on our fridge.
I love that.
It's such a good reminder every day. Like I'm in fear. Why am I afraid of something? Oh, that's the size I need, actually.
This might be what you need during a coronavirus quarantine. So it's like,
It is, or going live on Facebook.
I'm experiencing pride right now. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, fear.
No, I've got one.
Fear. It's always fear. Why am I afraid to do this?
Yeah. Amanda, what she's sharing with you is a chart in my book, which when you go on and like through the welcome email, you'll see, just plug in and you'll be able to grab my book. But there's a resource, like to get the color chart, you'd have to download it. But Jenny was able to see firsthand like the power of that chart. We did a lot of breakthrough work around it at one of our breakthrough events. And when you get my book, you'll be able to kind of see the power of like writing your story and you're just starting, Amanda, so this is very exciting.
It is.
It's just a way to just be more aware of like when you're telling your story and writing your story, to be writing it from a space of wholeness and completeness and an honoring of your story in a compassionate, grateful, like whole and complete way. Whereas some people, they write their stories and they may not even realize that they're still in their stories. Or you may find that you're writing your story and you're doing great, and then you hit that like really hard part of your story and you feel like you're really still processing a lot. So I always recommend just journal on those pieces and, reach out to me if you need some breakthrough work. But in the end, you're probably going to be rewriting parts of that story because like you're really kind of still in it. So you want your audience to kind of feel the emotional pull of what you went through, but still be able to write that story from a space of wholeness and completeness so that they can process their own stories in the same way. Maybe Jenny can speak to that more, to the power of that.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. I use it all the time. I would suggest anyone, read that if it's just that chapter in the book, because when you're writing it, I wrote the first few chapters, like 4, still in the victim mindset and still at a different level. And so when I went to my editing, I had to actually rewrite the entire chapter. It was good because I had the stories and the quotes that I wanted to include there, but I still wrote it at a different level. That's not really good for anyone, really. So it was fine, but I'm so glad that I went through the event and I think it was all just perfectly timed. Thank goodness I went through it before I finished my book. So I would suggest, reading that chapter for sure and just keeping the chart always with you. I always reference it. Like, I am scared to death to do videos and do Facebook Lives, and I make it about me. And I have to keep going back. Like, why am I afraid of this? Like, I have this fear. I need to not make it about me. It's not about me at all. I don't know. So I just keep looking at it every day. Really, the first 4 chapters were, good content as far as I want to include some of this in my book, but it was really at a level that you do not want to read it at that level. It would be depressing. Why would I want to read a book like this? So it really changed a lot for me to continue to write it at that higher level. And I just keep this chart. It's in my office, it's in our apartment, and it's on our fridge. I share it with my kids. It's just a really good resource for me.
Thank you for sharing, Jenny. Amanda just joined. Like, we haven't even had a one-on-one call yet. So she's like, what is this about? But
I know I'm like just hungry for it, and I love it because I think what you're talking about is really important, from a writing standpoint, but also from an audience too, because like kind of looking at it like you're the audience and through it. I don't know. It's a different perspective than I was anticipating. Can't wait to look at it.
Awesome.